PSA, if you ever put bets on Sam Howell, just take his under. No matter what, if it's even for him to breathe during the game, take the under. Because that dude is fucking dog shit under pressure. You put money on his name, he will not show up.
Dude's leading the league in passing yards.
Dude is dog shit. Dude is fucking dog shit when you put a bet on him.
He's not leading the league in passing yards anymore.
Yeah, he is.
He is leading the league in the under of whatever you bet, or he'll probably fucking smash the over if you go under. It doesn't even matter. The dude's the worst. Don't ever bet him.
Hold on. How can I explain myself? You said you cared for me,
Louisiana, murder on the beat. Something for y'all to cut up to, you know.
Dude, I can do a backflip.
Everybody get your roll on. I know shorty and she doesn't want no slow song. Had a man last year like.
Welcome back, Turf Talks episode number 14. We got the boys back in the house. No Dalen today. We actually have another guest that just kind of appeared out of nowhere. Chase, what the hell? I didn't even see you just show up. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Just here for the people. I'm part of the audience, you know. So.
Got it. So you're like an in-person audience, live audience recording today?
Yeah. I was told by the audience and the viewers that they need someone here, you know, to make sure everything's on right and on task.
All right. Well, I respect it. Appreciate you joining today's show there, Chase. I'm sure you got some beverages or whatever to keep you tied over for the show itself. There you go. Shout out. But guys, welcome back to this week's episode. We got a lot of good stuff to dive into with you today. Gentlemen, really quick, how was the weekend? Anybody do anything crazy, fun, unique, different, out of the ordinary? I sure didn't. No, nothing. Nope. Spence
Won a Super Bowl.
He won a Super Bowl, guys. Shout out Spencer and his grinding over there. This guy is the champion of the world. Not many people can say that, but Spencer, you can. So congrats, man.
2 away from Brady. 2 away from Brady.
2 away from Brady. This guy is on another level right now. Today's episode, guys, we got a couple similar things we've always talked about. We have obviously the weekend recap coming up here really quick with our teams. We'll cover some controversial calls and whatnot in those games for sure. Shout out to you, Trey, and I'm sure we'll get all the details of that. We'll obviously do our dog of the week, and then we'll do a quick Weddle as well if time permitting. And then obviously we got our pick'ems at the end there too, guys. And that's the show. So if you guys are good to go, let's just dive into it, shall we? We're kind of into that awkward time of the year where we have like Saturday games now, and it just feels weird. I mean, I like it, I don't mind it, but like it just feels weird having like every single day of the weekend is a day for football when it comes to like NFL and stuff. Is it in fantasy playoffs right now? How are we doing in that perspective, guys?
I just
Trey,
kicked your ass.
I know you can't say you kicked my ass. You beat me by like 8 points. But Trey did beat me. I'm eliminated from the group.
I just came off a first round bye. It's like number 1 seed.
Did I beat you at one point this year?
No.
All right.
He just goes, nah. He didn't even look.
This dude's just yapping right now.
Spence did not beat me.
I did too. I'm pretty sure.
Well, what I will say, we don't talk a ton about fantasy. I'm not gonna lie. We don't mention it very much. But when we do, I had the worst fantasy draft when it comes to running backs. I had great receivers all year long. I had the first pick. I had Justin Jefferson, rip. I had A.J. Brown as well. At one point, those two were balling out, scoring me 20, 30 points a week. But my running backs are what killed me, and I had no chance to win anyways.
I treated this year like it was 2017. I had Christian McCaffrey, Josh Jacobs, and Breece Hall.
Well, so, Christian McCaffrey this year was a win of a pick no matter what. Bro. The fact that he wasn't even the number 1 pick is quite crazy because he's playing insane. Like this guy is, I mean, wild year for Christian McCaffrey.
Happy for him.
What?
You had the number 1 pick.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, most people probably didn't pick him number 1 overall, though. In general, most people
not.
didn't,
They
just
probably went
because
for
like
Josh
he's been injured, and
Jefferson,
so
yeah.
like the fact that he's been healthy an entire season, performing like he's been, like, damn, shout out Chris McCaffrey for. Obviously, everybody wants to pick him first, but nobody can really trust him. But hey, that was Justin Jefferson this year for me personally. But anyways, my running backs, I had Najee Harris and I had Dameon Pierce, who no longer even starts for the Texans. So I had a rough drafting running backs in my team, which is
Talk
just my
about a
downfall
fucking
all year.
Fall off from a rookie year.
Yeah, he had a really
Yeah.
good rookie.
Yeah, what happened, dude? Like, I was like, damn, Dameon Pierce is gonna
Start
be
passing.
he should be.
I was
a
gonna say, I
solid-
feel like they're probably more pass
Dude,
heavy now.
they're throwing
he's
the
not
rock
even
out.
he's not even
Nothing like-
starting though. It's not like he's
No,
He's
Singletary
probably a
good
shit.
though. Don't get me wrong. Like Singletary's like that
yeah,
every down back that you could just have.
I
Pierce
guess
is probably a
but
terrible
damn.
pass catcher, rail runner. Dude's more of a power back.
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, they had to rely on the
He's like
run a
me.
lot last year. I feel like because they just had a backup after backup. Once Tyrod got hurt, is Tyrod on the team still or no?
Tyrod?
Tyrod Taylor, is he back on the
He played for
Texans?
the
or no?
Giants. Plays for the
No.
Giants.
Actually, Giants.
Yeah, he played for the Giants. Case Keenum was back up.
Was Case Keenum the
Davis
backup last year?
Mills.
No,
Davis Mills was
last
still on
year
the
was
team?
Davis
He did
Mills.
come into the
Case
game
Keenum was the
last
backup.
weekend to throw a Hail
Well,
Mary
that's
and
what I'm
got
saying.
sacked.
So
Long
they
neck Mills.
they didn't have a quarterback last year, which obviously just completely made their pass game irrelevant.
Yeah.
And I think that's why he was somewhat decent last year's because they had to rely on him to run. But this year they don't do it. So there we are. Anywho, I suck. Trey's advancing. Wyatt's number 1 seed. How are you doing in that league, Spence?
Well, in this league, I moved on to the second round. So one more
Hey, you
win.
beat Bully. That was like, dude, Bully's lost 5 in a row. That was insane to me.
Hey, I'm 7-7 right now. The Saints
There
are
you go.
I gotta
7-7.
play Dalen.
That only means one thing.
No, I
Saints are
gotta play
desperate.
Trey.
Someone's got to lose.
I gotta play
That-
Trey.
You just move up. 7-7. You just
Moving
keep it-
on.
I'm the same. We're gonna go in the play. We're gonna go in the playoffs. That's all it's saying.
Yeah. Well, you guys
Yeah,
have a lot more.
yeah, I hope you know
You
that.
guys got a lot more to look forward to in that league than I do. I'm kind of
I'm
just
playing
chilling.
you this week.
I know.
I'm chilling in that league now. But yeah, and the other league that I think a lot of us are in. Yeah, I think all of us are in that one actually. I'm the number 1 seed in that league. I'm Sleeper. Remember that? I think
Sleeper.
most people don't look at it. Most people don't
I
look
looked
at it.
at that today. I looked at it for
Dude,
the first
I'm like
time.
fucking like 10-4.
Yeah, you're doing good. I'm the number 1 seed, and it's just because I have Tyreek Hill. He's been winning me so many games. But yeah, the combination of Tyreek Hill and the Cowboys defense on some weeks was just been nasty. 60 points plus between those two.
And this is a dynasty, so it depends on where you're drafting rookies next year.
Yeah,
I
I
lost the Trey first round.
I had a first round buy. I had a Jahmyr Gibbs on my team. I drafted this last year, so I'm
You won
excited
though.
about
You
him.
beat Phipps. You were the 10th seed and still beat Phipps.
So like right now, Zach.
to go for 5th right now.
Look, you're in the
That's
championship.
going to be our pick. So Zach,
Oh,
right
no.
now, if Zach wins out, Zach's the last pick. And then if
Yep.
like whoever we place, so but if say right now it says 7th place. Well,
It's
I
just
guess
like
I guess
regular
Devin.
NFL. Wherever you
If
finish.
Devin wins, because Chase, you beat Devin. If Devin wins out in the king, the last place, he gets first round pick. So right now, Devin gets first round pick, and Dawson gets second, and then it goes like trickles down of whoever or vice versa if they win. But if you trade it, say if you traded like I did Zach last year, I had like what this 11th pick, or I was 11th in the league, so I got
You
second pick,
gave.
and I
don't
traded
remember.
you the second pick.
Yeah.
So that helps out people for like trading first round and all that stuff.
Yeah, because I picked up Jahmyr Gibbs this last one.
I had Nick Chubb starting all year, by the way. Did not look once at this fantasy app.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, there's a collection of us that I think actually
What
looked
did
at it
Zach?
for a
What did
week.
how did you do in this league?
I'm like 11-3.
So I'm 10-4. Let's see here. Wyatt was 6-8. Yeah, Zach, you're 11-3. I lost to a guy that was 6-8. Sick. Chase was 3-11. Trey was 10-4. And then
10 and
there's
4, Jay.
and then Lane was 11-3. And then you got Devin 5-9, Dawson 4-10, Chris 4-10.
Chris is in this league. I
Chris
didn't know
Ray.
that. I forgot. I
What a
honestly
legend.
forgot to call you in that one.
What
Well,
a
hey,
woman,
shout out
legend.
though. I'm winning.
I had
I'm-
Sam
I'm-
Laporta
I'm-
running on my bench too all year. Let's run Zay Flowers. Let's run it.
I love it. Well, hey, let's dive into this last week, guys, for the NFL. I know we talked about fantasy because fantasy's coming up to an end here soon. I think was it next week is the last week, or the following week
2
after
weeks.
that is last week.
2 weeks.
So we're almost done with fantasy too.
Yeah,
But hey, let's dive into the first one here, guys. Trey, obviously, Steelers versus Colts in this one. Now, I not necessarily a part of the game, but I do want to talk about the hit, obviously, that happened the previous week, or I guess this week, I should say, and then obviously what happened after the fact. But first and foremost, what are your thoughts from this game as a whole, and then we'll talk about the hit.
Game as a whole, we fucking suck. We're just fucking dead as shit. If we still did that segment, you'd flash dead about 6 times because that's us.
You guys are about as dead
We're
as that
just-
segment was, or is.
Yeah, it's bad. It's tough to be a Steelers fan right now. You know, you had going from literally the 5th seed 3 weeks ago. We were the 5th seed in the playoffs to I think we're like 10th now. Like we're fucking out. There's like no way we make it. So got a tough end of the year. So
Yeah.
it's not looking good for us. Looking towards the off season. Hopefully we change it up.
Looking forward to the off season. That's how good it's been going. Well, the Colts have been a pretty hot team recently, so I think you need to give yourself a little bit more
Oh,
grace
coming off
in the
two
fact that
losses, but yeah, they've been pretty.
yeah, no, I mean they've been a really solid.
We didn't even
scrappy
put up a
team.
fucking fight.
No, I know.
We look terrible, dude.
Well, you have Mason Rudolph starting this next week, so I mean, if that
Yeah, well,
proves where you guys are at as a team
I'd take-
offensively,
I'm gonna take the over on racial slurs that game just because of him.
oh my gosh. I don't know if I can
He
keep
loves-
that in, but we're gonna leave it.
What? I said racial slurs. I didn't.
I
say
know, but
it.
obviously
'Cause that's what he got accused
that's-
of.
I know. Well, that's why Myles Garrett swung his helmet at him.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said it.
My gosh. Well, I will say the one thing for you guys, like what, because I think we asked Dalen this last week. I think it was because he gave a really good answer. Like what's next? What needs to happen for the Steelers to be able to be a successful team again? Because I think defensively, you just need to get healthy. That's one thing with
I think
you guys.
defense, especially this year, we're seeing we need to get some backups. Like we got to get some quality backups because all of our backups are shit, and that's showing right now. Because like we can't expect TJ Watt to stay healthy all year. Minka stay healthy all year. Our linebackers stay healthy all year. It's not going to happen in football. Like if you go a whole season without getting hurt or missing a game, like that's pretty fucking rare.
Yeah.
Now
What about offensively then though? Is because Dalen said drafting a quarterback also isn't the solution either because the line is so bad. Like that's going to be a factor no matter who quarterback you have.
We need to do something about our line. Our line is terrible. There's not even a bright spot on our line. Fucking Broderick Jones, when he started starting, he was playing good. Now he's not playing so good. And it's just, I don't know. I think we just need to find an identity on offense. We have weapons. And it's, I don't know. We got to figure out if Kenny is the answer or not. Find an offensive coordinator to get a new fucking offense in there. And it's just.
Yeah, I think you guys need to get a better offensive coordinator to give them more guidance. Because right now your running back and your wide receivers coach or whatever it is aren't making the cut, to be honest with you, or whoever it is.
And they're still running Matt Canada's offense because you can't. Week 15, you can't implement the new. Yeah. They're still running his offense, but just not Matt Canada calling the plays. So it's
tough.
It's tough.
Well, I want to talk about the hit really quick because you and I think a lot of people have different opinions on some things. It's been talked about in every single sports setting, I think, since the play happened. I mean, every sports show's talked about it. I was watching New Heights today, the Kelsey podcast, and they were talking about it again too. lots of people have been weighing in on the topic. Even the GOAT Tom Brady himself has talked about it too. What's your take from it as a Steelers fan? And then I'll show my take from not a Steelers fan, and we'll see.
I mean,
I also got a take.
As a Steelers fan,
You're the same
hate
as
it.
Trey, though.
One, because we're already thin at safety, just
Yeah.
injury-wise. And he's our starting safety, one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, well, fuck us. Go get your practice squad players, because that's all we got fucking left at this point.
Yeah.
And it's not as, like, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck a defensive player is supposed to do in that situation. That's what I want to know. What are you supposed to do? Like, you supposed to just let him catch the ball for 30 yards and then tackle him as he's on the fucking ground? Or you gotta, like, I don't know.
It's tough.
It's
And then
when
obviously
the
the
receiver lays out for the ball and you're running full speed. I mean, there's going to be a
Mhm.
fucking collision. And it's not
Yeah.
like he fucking let in there with his head straight down, helmet to helmet. If it was
Mhm.
helmet to helmet, I'd understand it a little bit.
yeah.
But the dude literally tackled him sideways. There's a picture of the hit, and it's literally him going like this and fucking Pittman just drilling his back.
Mhm.
And it's like, it wasn't even, it was, it looked hard because it was such a
His
fast
shoulder
hit.
hit first too.
But it wasn't even a malicious hit. Like, he didn't intentionally fucking try to kill this guy. He
Yeah.
tried to break up a pass that was going to be like 30-yard game.
Mhm.
And
And then
it's
you
just-
obviously have the suspension after the fact too, which is rest of the
I
season.
think the suspension was more or less what he said in the press conference and how he reacted to it. I think that played a bigger deal into that suspension, by the way.
What happened? I didn't even see like his reaction.
He
in the
basically
press
came at
conference.
the NFL saying, I mean, he was defending himself, yes. And
Mhm.
I mean, what else he's supposed to do? But the way he came about it, I mean, it sounded like more or less that he was taking a shot at the NFL. And I think that's what really went into the suspension.
Yeah.
He said
well, a
he
lot of
asked,
things
like,
have been saying that.
he's like, do I have to ask the person if I can hit them before I like do it? Like I signed up to play tackle football, not like
That
touch
wasn't,
the ball.
that wasn't Casey.
Yeah, it
that
was.
interview. No,
Yeah, it
that was
was.
Mike Mitchell. No, I saw that. It was Mike Mitchell back in like 2015.
Oh really?
No,
Yeah,
it wasn't.
I swear to God, it was. I
Actually, him, Trey.
No, it
Fake
wasn't.
news.
I
Fake
literally
news.
saw that clip.
Oh well, I thought that I don't know the dude.
No,
it
but
said
it's
his name
literally
on
the
there.
same thing because he
Yeah.
got, unless he was just quoting Mike Mitchell, because Mike Mitchell had the same type of interview and he said
Maybe
the
he
same
was,
thing. He's like,
I
I
don't
signed
know.
up to play
He might have been
full contact
quoting him.
football. Like, if we're not going to be able to hit, we might as well make it flag football now. And it's like, because then it'll be easier for me because I don't have to wear heavy shit. And it's like, it's just like,
Yeah. Well, why? What's your take on it? Is it any different than Trey's, or you do you agree with Trey? Nothing he can do as a defender. What are you supposed to do? Anything else to add to it, or no?
I mean,
I just don't think.
no, Trey, finish it.
I just don't think it warrants ejection and a whole suspension. Like,
I do. I'm 50-50 on it, but like I do see his point. Like, what is he supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I'm the DB, I'm reacting. I'm probably gonna react the same way. I mean, I've been in those situations before. Like, where like I'm gonna go down and hit you low. Like, that's just what it is. I'm gonna break this pass up.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it turned out to be helmet to helmet. So be it. I mean, you could throw a flag there, like personal foul, helmet to helmet. But the ejection in the suspension is just unwanted.
Yeah.
Or unnecessary.
From my perspective, my opinion on the case, I think the suspension after the fact for the rest of the year is kind of bullshit. I think what the NFL saw and did is because apparently there's been a lot of repeated offenses by KZ, is why they had the suspension. Now, I don't know. I've never watched any other of his plays that might have been, malicious, that they deemed as malicious in the past, and has been a repeated offender of this rule. That's why I think he was suspended. I don't agree with it regardless, though, because like, especially it only got brought up after this play.
Mm-hmm.
I've talked to you guys. I was for the ejection in the game. I get it. It makes sense to me personally. Whether he meant to do it or not, I know that was the big thing you guys kept talking about. He didn't intend to hurt him. Well, I didn't, a lot of people don't intend to do things, but it happened. And you can't, just because you didn't mean to do it doesn't mean you don't get punished for it. So I think that's
what the point of a flag is for.
Correct. And they threw the flag. But at the same time, though, Trey, there's been a lot of other ejections this year so far. And it's been in the college world too, which I get that they have the review ability in the college scene that might have maybe helped the situation. I was fine with the ejection because it was a nasty hit. And you guys say, oh, it was a picture perfect, like amazing hit that, he did everything he needed to do. I agree there's not much more he could have done, to be honest with you, or what he could have done differently. I think maybe trying to make more of a play on the ball, not just dip his head, because he did dip his head. You can't deny that. He literally ducked his head completely, even though he hit with his shoulder.
Like with the shoulder, it's still wet, though.
He ducked his head completely, and his shoulder hit nothing but Michael Pittman's head, therefore, like, twisting and bending his neck in a very awkward and dangerous way. That's what happened. That's why he was ejected. And I think that was a fair ejection. But on the back end, though, like everything else after the fact, I don't agree with. I don't think he deserved to be, suspended. I don't think he deserved to do all this other stuff on top of it. But in the game, like, I don't know why. I think it was warranted, to be honest with you. And it would have sucked. Don't get me wrong, Trey. I know it sucks, especially as a team that's already been injury prone so far on defense, and now you have a suspension of a guy for the rest of the year. Like, that's the last thing your guys' team needed by any means. But I think everything shows that would have been called and thrown probably 10 times out of 10 in the NFL, at least the NFL of today. I think that call was worthy.
What's the difference? You mentioned, like, oh, his neck got twisted, he got bent in a weird way. What's the difference in that and a lineman jumping on a running back's legs and then falling on the back of their legs and twisting the running back's legs all nasty like that? Why isn't that a flag? Oh, I didn't mean to hurt him. I just rolled over his leg and broke his leg. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, it's more of a freak accident in that case, though, from the sounds of it. Right?
That's more. It's two dudes running full speed and one guy jumps and lays out. Like, what?
But at the same time, though,
what's he supposed to do? Just stop?
Well, I'm not saying he's supposed to stop. I think there could have been maybe a little bit more of an effort to try to make a play on the ball. He dipped his head and ducked. He did everything like
protecting himself, because otherwise
could have. But at the same time, it was a completely defenseless receiver trying to do his job, and then it was a defenseless receiver, Trey. At no point, Michael Pittman could do nothing to defend himself when he got nailed.
He made a football move by diving. Diving is a football move.
I get that, but again, you can't just fuck somebody up just because they're diving. There's been multiple shit.
What if he was just run? So what if he's just running and it's a perfect pass and just fucking killed him right in the middle?
If I could add a photo and find a photo, I'm gonna put it right here. And if it didn't pop up, I look like a fucking dumbass right now. But in general, that's what happened on the play itself, and that is what the NFL is trying to get away from, is the injuries that they're trying to prevent injuries like this going forward. And I think they're going to be a lot more, tight on that shit. There's been plays that they call unnecessary roughness that are completely patty cake bullshit. This was not a patty cake bullshit. This was not a patty cake bullshit call. And I don't think you're disagreeing with the flag itself. I think the ejection itself, though, Trey, I think it definitely was warranted in the situation. Now, we can disagree. We can agree to disagree in this case, but I mean, I think that's what my opinion is. And I think there's a lot of people that also agree on both sides, because it is kind of what do you do? It's damned if you do, damned if you don't, though. Because what if the NFL doesn't throw a flag and doesn't eject him? And like, what happens?
I say, throw the flag, give them their 15 yards.
But we have. There's also a level of Michael Pittman didn't get up. If Michael Pittman shook it off and got up and maybe went out for a play, he did not right away.
He got up and walked off the field.
Trey, the guy was fucking brain dead for a solid 30 seconds. He wasn't moving.
He was moving.
He was not moving.
He didn't get knocked unconscious.
He was rolling around.
Yeah, he didn't get knocked unconscious.
He wasn't.
Yes, I'm sure
moving.
It fucking hurt. I mean, he did get bent in half. I mean, next time maybe don't dive, fully extending over the middle of the field where you know there's going to be a fucking safety.
Okay, so now you're saying their offense is not allowed to go and make a play on the
No,
ball.
I'm saying maybe the quarterback should maybe throw a good ball instead of.
I will
just
agree with you on that as well. Gardner Minshew, that's on you, man. And that's what Tom Brady said. You can't be just like throwing your receivers' bodies on the line like that, because that play shouldn't have happened. It should have been more on him to where we won't even have to have this conversation. It should have been an incomplete pass, to be honest. It's probably what the end of the play should have been. But Michael Pittman is an athlete and trying to make a play. Same thing with Kazi, wherever the fuck his name is. Casey, he's trying to make a play on the ball to do his job. But when you get into that no man's land, nobody's a winner. Whether it was a flag on the initial play. What?
Why is he penalized for the rest of the year? No,
I don't agree with that. I
don't
don't agree with that part of it either, though, Trey. I agree with you. The fact that he should not be suspended for the rest of the season. At the same time, though, why is he suspended? It's because he's had a repeat history of this stuff.
Because it's the same shit. Someone runs across the middle and he fucking kills them.
All right. Well, then that is not by accident if it keeps happening.
It's a slant, and he's the free safety running down on a
If
fucking
he's been
slant.
if he's been told don't do that, and he goes, it's football,
No.
man, and he just keeps doing it, that's on him.
It's not like he does it maliciously. He's running and hitting the guy as he catches the ball, as any other defender does.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna end to agree to disagree in this case, but it's a controversial topic. It's a controversial topic. I mean, I didn't expect us to come to a solution or a common ground today, but I
think
mean, yeah,
should be the commissioner of the NFL.
got it.
I would make it
You
interesting.
I
would make sure it's right.
I just want to be a ref, bro. That's all I want to be. I don't need
You
to
want to be a ref? God, I would hate that job so much.
I'd love
That'd be the
this
worst
job.
thing
Are you
ever.
kidding me?
I'd love to see why. I would love to see why I'd be a ref, throw a flag, and have the entire stadium boo him, and then him just start yelling at the entire stadium. That would be fucking hilarious.
These massive ass.
Are you kidding me? No.
Fucking kill himself.
That would be funny. Well, Wyatt, speaking of you,
sorry.
let's get to your guys' game here, Commanders versus Rams. What do you want to say, man? I didn't watch much of this game here.
But first, thank you for holding up your end of the bargain, Wyatt.
Yeah.
You are a man of your word, and it shows.
I never said anything. I said I think
Go
about
ahead,
it. And
go
that's
ahead,
what we
no,
left
go ahead and
on.
talk about your Rams and Commanders, but just know that you're not a man of your word, and everyone can know that.
First
Go
off,
ahead.
we said we'll talk about it, and then we didn't ever talk about it. Second, this game, I realized we're not as shit as the Steelers, and that's good.
The Steelers
Now,
catching
granted-
an unnecessary stray right there.
We're just
Trey-
down right now. All right. We're just
Trey
down.
goes, we're shit, and he's like,
We
and I'm
have
like,
two broken
you are right.
legs.
You are shit. We are not. There's a complete difference. We are choosing to be shit right now.
Got it.
Because Jacoby Brissett came in this game, and there was no fucks given. And I tell you what, when Jacoby Brissett came in this game, he balled out.
Is Jacoby
Throwing
Brissett better than Sam Howell?
No, I just think that offense coordinators just talks to Sam like, "Hey, we're trying to lose games. We want a high pick. I mean, we're 4-10, bro."
But
Like,
I'll
at this
go back to the shot at the Steelers, and not counting the Rams game. The 2 weeks before, you guys got 100 points dropped on total.
Damn.
By the way, we do have the 32nd ranked defense,
So that is the shittiest. So the Steelers are better than you.
just on defense. But
They dropped.
Oh, I'm
since
coming for your
they-
I'm coming for your throat right now because you're not.
That's
a man of
fine.
your word.
that's fine. You don't have. I don't. who
And
the
we are
fuck-
not. We're just handicapped right now. All right.
he's
better
still
than you
trying
guys
to.
throughout
He's
the
still
year.
trying to. That's funny.
Oh, there we go.
You guys are worse.
Dude,
Than
my
us.
entire side just paused right there, and I did not hear a word what any of you guys said.
This is
Uh,
true.
No, like my entire side just paused. What did you guys just say?
Basically, I said the Steelers are not shittier than you. You guys are worse than us. We're just handicapped right now. We're
Just-
playing football with
just
two
stop
broken
correcting.
legs.
Steelers are out here saying, "You guys don't lose right now because you don't want to.
Then we
Nobody
also
wants to
gave up
fucking
our
play
two
for
best
playoffs.
defensive players.
They're
this
daring
year.
people not to lose right now because they're gonna get
So
fucked
we're
up.
handicapped too, Trey.
Well,
Yeah.
no,
If you want to look at it that way.
Well, did the
You
Rams look good?
intentionally traded.
Did the Rams
Oh,
look good as
Kyron
always?
Williams, 152 rushing yards, a touchdown. Had a great game.
2 fumbles.
Rams could definitely win a playoff game, by the way.
Damn.
Like,
Yeah, no, they
just-
definitely could.
Just like the rhythm that they run with is insane.
Mhm.
Like just Cooper Kupp, Puka Nakua, like they're just like Matthew Stafford just knows how to throw him into open spots, and it's amazing to watch actually. Matthew
Mhm.
Stafford working offense, and then when you have a young back like Kyron Williams bringing up the rear, it really does help a team out.
For sure.
Defensively, they're still a little iffy, but like that offense could carry him to a couple of games. But for the Commander side, like I said, we're trying to lose. I mean, this has been the story. But Jacoby Brissett did come into the game. Terry McLaurin had his most targets since week 7. He had 6 receptions. It was 141 yards and a touchdown. Actually got him the ball, like actually threw it to him in one-on-one coverage down the field. Should have had 2 touchdowns, only had the 1. And then Curtis Samuel had 100 yards and 2 touchdown games. Like the offense is rolling. It's just defense needs to catch up. I mean, 32nd in the NFL definitely does not help our case right now. But also, I do feel like the team is trying to lose. So what's the point at this point?
Yeah.
Also,
Interesting.
shout out to the Rams for getting Kevin Dotson from the Steelers, and he is currently ranked the number 2 right guard in the whole NFL, and we had him on our bench for 4 years.
Nice.
Nice.
Also-
And you know what one of our biggest weak links in our team is? Our offensive line.
Also, next week we have
Trey's
we
gonna
have a
start
fire of a
crying
game.
by the end of this one.
We have a fire of a game. We have the 32nd ranked offense going against the 32nd ranked defense. Washington
shit.
versus Jets. Let's go.
Oh shit.
Someone's
Jets
got
are
to
the
give
worst
here.
offense.
Yeah.
Really?
32nd
I would have thought the Panthers
not
would have been
us.
below them.
Well, it's definitely
not
not
us.
us. I'll tell you that.
Interesting.
It's not me.
Well,
Yeah, you're 31st. Calm down, buddy.
yeah.
It's
Well,
not 32nd.
I know the Seahawks are down there somewhere too. Damn. Well, why? Well, sounds like it was a good game for you guys morale wise to
That
have
3 quarters, good fourth quarter.
Which I mean, I think that's the story of you guys all season though, has it not been?
We usually have a really good first quarter, and then we just choke it in the second half, like we did to the Eagles twice.
Yep. Yeah. Well, hopefully one day you'll be a man of your word, Wyatt, and live up to what we've agreed upon. Let's do Saints
I said I
versus
would not buy
Giants.
it.
Yeah, that $5 jersey you wouldn't buy.
No, I wouldn't buy a fucking Dallas.
What
Are you kidding me?
All right. Spence, Saints versus Giants. You guys kind of ran the show here, man. What do you have to say for the
Saints are back.
The Saints are just whooping up on the fucking bottom.
They're
of the
back.
barrel. We're just catching morale right now. We're just shitting on these teams. I think they scored 6 points. I think it was 3 worst teams who scored 6 points. They scored 6 points on us. So hey, we're holding that over under at 7 or 6.5. So
Hell yeah.
but I don't know. We finally got sacks this week. Our defense I think we had 4 sacks. I think it was yeah. Zach, every time I say sack, please put a sack on here. I think we had 6 sacks total, and during this game, we got 6 sacks. So we just doubled our sacks
Oh my god.
this game, which is
Sack
a good thing and a bad thing because it's good to hear that you got sacks, you got to the quarterback, you got, like all that's like defensive wise, but it's also awful because you just got these fake numbers because you're playing the Giants offensive line, which they allow the most sacks in the NFL. So
Hell yeah. Nice.
I mean,
I'm taking over 15 on that sack counter.
well, it's 16. But Tommy DeVito, is he the real deal?
What?
Is he the guy?
Tommy
Is he the guy that-
DeVito is a fucking fraud.
Do you think you don't think
Just
so?
like just like his agent. His agent looks like a fraud too.
Dable loves
Dude.
DeVito.
Yeah.
Never
So
know,
that's-
man.
he might be rolling in.
Everyone
next
loved Taylor Heineke, but what does he do? Not
Yeah.
win that many games.
Well, the one thing is, I think, like,
season. We're
honestly,
winning games.
honestly, though, it's a matter of is Tommy DeVito going to be the guy that's going to somehow sneak his way into a starting position next year, and they just waste another year of drafting a
Weird.
new quarterback, and then
Sounds like what they just did.
sounds like the Steelers as well.
Whoa.
If they keep with Kenny Pickett, they're going to waste another year of not drafting a quarterback, and then all of a sudden they find out, oh shit, here we go again, and there's not like
There's been some talk.
there's no improvement. Another year of a Cinderella story kind of guy that they like, and then all of a sudden, oh shit, he's actually not that good.
the hometown hero.
Got it. Yeah, the hometown hero.
But I think Tommy DeVito might be
He's
the
Yeah.
guy.
hero, not hero, I'll tell you that.
Why'd you say hometown? No.
He ain't no hero.
What do you mean? Dude's like the
He's
best.
what do you mean?
He's won them
Bro has
games
4
and has
passing
looked halfway
touchdowns on the year.
decent. I get that, but like he's
We're
won
talking
them
about-
games and he's looked a lot better than Danny Jones does when he was playing this year so far.
I don't think anything could get worse than that.
Well, that's why he looks like a hero to them.
I think it's pretty.
you're putting lipstick on a pig.
That's
That's what you're
That's
doing.
terrible to think about Zach, but it's so true.
It's the truth. They're
I
used
would
to
think
the
my
bottom
But
of the
it's
barrel,
bad to think
and they
about,
get
like,
something that's
bad.
not that, and they go, "Oh shit, we made it, guys."
Yeah,
we're
that's
I will
bad.
take my team against Tommy DeVito any day of the week, no matter
I'll take
what.
Trey's team against
He
Tommy
might-
every day of
He
the
might
week.
take a couple games from me, but I promise you, he went undrafted for a reason.
Yeah, but is it more or less like the system that he's in is good for him in a way that he's a mobile quarterback. He is.
That is true because there are a couple of quarterbacks this season that look really good because of the system that they're
Hey,
in.
Josh Allen has not looked this good since Brian Dable left. Let's just say that. What Joe Brady's doing for the Bills, Brian Dable was doing with Josh Allen in his younger days. I mean, he looks exactly the same.
So it's a good
We're
thing.
talking
then.
about Tommy DeVito.
I think Brian Dable's a great coach.
So it's
Yeah.
a good. It's,
Great
not some
offensive
thing, it's a good
coordinator.
thing for the quarterback.
Yeah. When you have a great offensive coordinator, it helps everything out.
Well, what the fuck happened with Daniel Jones?
Well,
Maybe
you paid
because-
him $40 million.
Well, maybe it's just one of those things that those two aren't clicking like Tommy. and-
Guys, I think
Mark.
we just found the worst. We have one of the better OCs that can revolutionize and take somebody and make them better. He couldn't do it with Daniel Jones. Is Daniel Jones confirmed the worst quarterback in the NFL right now?
No, that's
I mean,
Mitchell
he's the worst
Trubisky.
$40 million quarterback in the NFL, I'll tell you that.
But you can't shit on Mitch because he's had one of the worst offensive coordinators in the NFL. Hence why he got fired.
He doesn't have an offensive coordinator right now.
Exactly.
That's what he means.
Exactly. You're saying what I'm
What are
saying.
you talking? What did he do in fucking
What do you mean,
Chicago?
what is he talking about? He made it
What
clear
are
as
you-
day.
what are you saying? What do you do in Chicago?
He had 2 good years and then he sucked. And then he was a
Matt
backup.
Matt
Because he
Canada?
had a bad offensive coordinator.
Oh, he's just had a bad offensive coordinator his whole career.
He had Matt Nagy as his head coach. That was his best. That was the years that he went to the playoffs, and then Matt Nagy went to the Chiefs.
It's true.
What do you
Mitch
mean?
is
What are
not
you
it.
shaking your head at? That's facts, Trey.
It's not Mitch. Mitch is not the answer. I
I'm
promise
not
you that.
saying Mitch is
You-
the answer
you-
either.
No,
You
but
guys can have
I'm just-
Mitch.
is not helping Mitch.
We're
That's
just
the
we're
point
we're
that
just
we're trying
saying
to
we're
make.
just saying is Matt Canada isn't making Mitch better at all.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
Matt
Mitch is
Canada's
the
not on our
answer.
team.
Exactly. Oh my God. Moving on. This is not going anywhere right now.
But last thing, Derek Carr did not throw an interception,
Shout
and he
out
threw
Derek.
3 touchdowns.
Hey,
He threw
Good
3
job, Derek.
touchdowns and 0 interceptions. Well, we'll
I
see.
mean, Derek,
way to
They're gonna
be
be the
Derek.
only team that are gonna make the playoffs.
Way
on
to
this
be
podcast.
Sid from the Raiders or
But
from
he's-
Toy Story.
He's better than Tommy. He's better than Bigot. He's better than Howell. He was better than Howell last week. Holy shit, is Sam Howell dog shit? We'll get that out of the way.
Yeah, he got
Sam
benched.
Howell in clutch
Got
moments. When you
benched.
bet on Sam Howell, he is the
Got
worst fucking
benched.
person. There is
I'm
rocks that you
fucking
can probably
with you,
throw
dude.
farther than what he threw this weekend.
He needed one more fucking rushing yard for me to win $250 a couple weeks ago. So
Dude
fuck
has
Sam
like,
Howell.
dude has over 4,000 passing yards.
Rip.
This week he creeped
For
over
what?
100 passing yards.
For what? To
Yeah.
be shit?
If you this is the PSA. This is the PSA.
Oh,
If you ever put bets on Sam Howell,
hang on. We gotta make you full.
all right. PSA. If you ever put bets on Sam Howell, just take his under. No matter what. If it's even for him to breathe during the game, take the under. Because that dude is fucking dog shit under pressure. You put money on his name, he will not show up.
Dude's leading the league in passing yards.
Dude is dog shit. Dude is fucking dog shit when you put a bet on him.
He's not leading the league in passing yards anymore.
Yeah, he is.
He is leading the league in the under of whatever you bet, or he'll probably fucking smash the over if you go under. It doesn't even matter. The dude's the worst. Don't ever bet him. Just
So if
PSA.
I
Don't
put
ever bet.
$100 right now, I put $100 on it right now, all of his unders. You say I'll make money?
Sam Howell's
Now-
not even
now
in the
he'll
top
show
5
up.
for passing yards.
Well, not after
You
this
liar.
week. He only had fucking like 93 passing yards.
He had 102 passing yards. Dude needed to get 261, which he's cranked out every single week. The dude crept over 102 passing yards. Dude had 45 passing yards before the half ended.
The dude did not perform this week at all.
All other bets. I know we don't talk about bets
Every
a
other
lot
week,
here.
he's had great weeks. It was just this
I
week,
had-
and us just pissed.
I had Debo touchdown, nailed it. David holy shit. David Njoku
Njoku.
touchdown. I needed Amari Cooper 56.5 receiving yards. Dude crushes 106 fucking receiving yards. And dude, sorry, Benny. 100 he had over the passing yards of Sam fucking Howell.
Back check. Going into last week, Sam Howell was 5th in passing yards, not 1st.
Yeah, and what is he now?
Yeah, he
Probably lower
was
than Tommy
first at
DeVito.
one
Probably lower than
point.
Tommy DeVito.
He was
I-
first at one point. Calm
I
down.
say we move on before my monitor gets broken because
I'm going to break my monitor, I swear.
All right. Well, that brings us to another game. What I will say, I'll preface this before I dive into it. This is the year of the backup quarterback. Let me tell you, this is the year of the backup quarterback because there's been a ton of backups across the nation that have been playing. Some of them play better than others. Shout out Mitch Trubisky, as in not playing better. But talking about
famous Jameis, come on.
famous Jameis, man. This guy gets in for a quarter and throws 2 picks and 2 touchdowns. I don't know how he does it, but he did.
You got
He
you
will
got this deck. Before you want to say his name? You want to say his name first before I get into this?
My guy?
Yep. Your hero. Your hero.
Yes, my hero, Drew fucking Lock. Or as he's been called this, as he's been called this week, Drew Block, because he was blocking. He was blocking, blocking for Ken Walker. But Drew Lock, man, let me tell you, we went from a backup story that's just like you can't not and want Gino to succeed, and now I'm to the point where I want Drew Lock to succeed, and I want to rock with Drew Lock. I want to rock with Drew Lock. There it is.
You want to rock with your cock out.
That's Chase's quarterback.
Oh,
by the way.
All right, Zach.
That was Chase's quarterback.
What would
Chase,
you?
I'm so sorry, man. Drew's the guy, though. I love Drew so
We
much.
got Russ.
We got Russell.
Hey, fair trade. Fair trade.
Zach, what would you put? So this year has been a lot of backup quarterbacks in and out. We had starters that got like Aaron Rodgers was supposed to start, then you got the backup, quote unquote, Zach Wilson, all that stuff. What would you put? Who would you put number one backup right now? Because you got Josh Dobbs, you got Minshew, you got all
Number
these guys.
one backup right now
Number one backup right. Jake Browning.
for the season.
Is it Browning or Browning?
Browning.
And with
Um,
the
Oh, we got to wait another week because we got to see how Rudolph
Mason Rudolph does. We're talking backup, not third string. That's another category.
Yeah, that's a different category.
No,
What would you
I'm
rate
gonna-
Drew Lock's performance based on
Drew
the best
Lock had a
performances
really good
of-
performance, and like
Aiden O'Connell.
so,
He's
I was
been
gonna say
balling
to
low
answer
key.
your question, my number one backup quarterback this season has been Gardner Minshew. He's been playing the best, most consistent throughout this entire season. As a backup,
receivers killed.
I think he's been yeah, I know. I mean, that was obviously not a good play by him. But I think he's been the best backup so far this year. I mean, he came in and the Colts I thought were going to be dead, but no. He's kept them alive, and that's a damn good team too. Imagine if they had Anthony Richardson, who was already electric as hell when he was playing. Like that team could be crazy right now. Dude, yeah. Anthony Richardson was balling out in his first few games that he's played.
Well, they've
Besides
been hit
him,
with a lot of injuries.
besides
too.
him having 4 different injuries in 5 games, it's quite impressive. But regardless, like he was playing very well. I really was a fan of Anthony Richardson. Go back and fact check me for shaking your head, Wyatt. Anyways, I think Gardner Minshew has been the best so far.
I'm not
I think-
disagreeing, but like I'm just saying, like he had the turnovers. The turnovers were there. But like he's a rookie, so like I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
No, I
But,
mean, like,
at the
I
same
think
time,
even though he's a rookie, yeah, I get that, but like he's had a damn good season. But I
it's just
think
a lot of turnovers in 5 games.
Aiden O'Connell has been playing pretty good this season too. He has his ups and downs though, because they obviously have the 0 like shutout game against the Vikings in overtime. But then
the
they
Vikings
also
since week 6 have given up the least amount of points.
it's true, they have a good defense, but then they also dropped 60 against the Chargers. And it's just like the Raiders have been kind of like one of those teams where it's like, what the hell's going on? You don't know if you can
Without Josh Jacobs too, and they put up 63.
It's just so wild. So like I would say Aiden O'Connell has to be up there. I think Jake Browning's been playing pretty good too. I think Joe Flacco's making a case to be up there all of a sudden now. Like Joe Flacco's
700
coming out of
passing
nowhere.
yards in 2 games.
He has
700 passing yards in 2 games, boys.
He has
Wild.
comeback player of the year. Like he's second in voting for comeback player of the year.
This guy's
DeMar
played
Hamlin's still number 1.
2 weeks.
It's insane.
Why is DeMar Hamlin just because he's alive still and is on the roster? He doesn't play.
He played
If
one.
you think
down.
anyone else is winning that game, winning that award, you're fucking crazy. He's winning that award. He
like
knew
I
that at
said
the
a couple
beginning of the
weeks
year.
ago, he has an ambulance sponsored after him.
Who?
DeMar Hamlin.
You say
If you-
Hamlin's winning that award?
He's minus 500 right now to win it. And then I think
Well-
Joe Flacco's like plus 200. to win
Dude,
it.
I mean, I get it. Like it's like Gino when he won it. I was a big fan of him winning it, but he wasn't necessarily happy to win it because he came back from being shitty. And that's why he was kind of like, fuck you. Like, I don't want that shit. But at the same time, it's like, it's a cool story. This guy was a backup for 7 straight years and then was able to start after the fact and have a good season. Like, that's cool. That's a cool story in my opinion. But no, I think Drew Lock, just to get back on track onto this game and everything, Drew Lock has played really good against some really good teams. And I think that can't go unnoticed. Last week against the 49ers, he played well. I mean, he had a couple picks, but I thought he played damn good against the 49ers, who just absolutely kicked our ass on Thanksgiving Day a few weeks ago. And so like he was a drastic improvement from what Gino was able to do. And then the same thing this week on Monday, he came out and played a very, very clean game of football. He didn't do anything crazy. Like he had a couple of really good throws towards the end of the game, but like he didn't do anything flashy. He just did a good job, which for Drew Lock, I mean, that's a huge win for him alone to like just play a clean game himself. And listening to his interview after the game just made me want to cheer for him even more. Like because I've been on obviously the pod last couple weeks saying I want to draft a quarterback next year, which I still think is a smart thing to do for us. But man, I want to see Drew get a shot. I don't think I'm kind of moving on from Gino because Gino's kind of a he hasn't had a great season, and I think he's hurting the team a little bit more.
I told you.
He's the old chapter.
He's
Dude,
that guy.
I mean, Drew Lock he's just fun.
that
He's
guy.
he's a guy that you want to root for, and
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It was fun to watch him the other night against the Eagles. I mean, we obviously came back, game-winning drive against them. DK had like three out of like the 5 passes caught to him, one big play, double teamed, went up and got it. And then obviously JSN, your boy Wyatt, came out with another game-winning touchdown this season. That's his second of the season, or he's got a game-winning touchdown. Beautiful, beautiful throw by Drew Lock. I mean, like just fun, just so cool to see. And for us to get back in the win column, because it's been a month since we won. We had 4 straight losses. I thought we were going to go into another loss, 5 straight, but Drew had other plans, and I think that kept our playoff hopes alive, to be honest with you, which it's not going to be easy.
You were on the I can't wait to our team move to the Monday night to watch everyone watch the Seahawks get shit on.
Yeah.
Quote unquote. Or
yeah, no, I said it
was,
multiple times. Yeah, they moved us they flexed us to Monday night so everybody can watch us get our ass kicked again.
And then I want to say the graphic that they showed about the stats that the Seahawks have never lost to the Eagles in Pete Carroll's
era.
Pete Carroll era. It was 0-7 in I think it was 0-7 in Philly and 0-2 in Seattle, and they were playing at Seattle, correct?
Yeah, it was in Seattle. So I think this was the 8th straight. So whatever the stats were beforehand, but yeah, we've never lost to the Eagles since Pete Carroll's been here, which I still think to say, like, just to like zoom out again, not just the game itself. Seahawks, we need to get rid of our not quarterbacks. We need to get rid of our coaching. I think Pete Carroll's a little bit overdue at this point. He's not just the oldest coach in the NFL, a lot of energy, but I think his ways and his philosophies and everything are just so damn old. Our offensive coordinator sucks. Our defensive coordinator sucks. There's a lot of things I think we need to get better at. Julian Love, Notre Dame legend, had a game, 2 interceptions, 9 tackles as a safety. The fact that he didn't get a Mutt Team of the Week card is ridiculous. But it's just like in general, I was so happy to see the team that played on Monday night. Like that was a different Seahawks team that we've been seeing the last 4 weeks, which is exciting to see. It showed me that we still have a fight in us. And it showed that's what we could play like every single week if we really wanted to. Because we have a lot of talent, but we just don't do it sometimes. Don't use it. But Eagles Eagles got to figure it out, man. They're 3 games in a row they've lost now? Not good to start losing right now.
Well, how do you think it played with Hurts being? Did it help or
I honestly, I don't know if you could say it's just Jalen Hurts being sick is the problem with that game. Jalen Hurts, I don't think hasn't been playing that good for the last few weeks himself.
I think it's been 5 weeks. He's been pretty mid.
Yes, and he started off mid, got hot, and then back to mid again. So I think Jalen Hurts has got to figure his shit out more than anything else. The team in general, like their defense is really struggling, and their defense has no reason to struggle. Like Drew Lock had actually quite a bit of time in the pocket, and that D-line should be getting to him every single time against our offensive line. And our offensive line didn't let it happen. So, like, the Eagles D-line has to figure it out, too, because they're way too good to not get pressure like that. Way too good.
Who's a more system quarterback? Brock Purdy or Jalen Hurts?
I'd say they're both on a similar level.
I saw it. So, for basketball fans out there, I saw a thing where it said, or it had Jalen Hurts.
Both of them are not
system quarterbacks. No.
Got it. Yeah. So Jalen Hurts isn't, and then Brock Purdy is. That makes sense.
But I saw this graphic, or it's like meme. It had Jalen Hurts in his jersey, obviously, and it had Russell Westbrook.
I saw that shit too. Yeah.
Like it kind of is kind of like that, like how he had a great season, all that stuff, and then now it's just like I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, gosh, the Eagles, they looked untouchable there they look like they're only getting better for a few weeks in a row. And then now it's like, oh, geez, they're almost getting worse every week that they're playing. It's like, what's going on? I think their defense is what's struggling. They're struggling with the most, though, to be honest with you.
I also do think losing your offensive coordinator, he was the best offensive coordinator last year, and losing your defensive coordinator to the Dolphins definitely does not help your case.
Yeah, but they were 9-1. I think they might have been 10-1.
Your DC became head coaches in the NFL.
Yeah, but why? It doesn't matter about last year. If this year they were 10-1 at one point.
Yeah,
also,
they still
different though.
They still I know, but they still proven to be a good team this year. But it's like, what's happening?
Yeah.
They were 10-1 at one point, and now they're not playing good at all.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They beat the Cowboys. And then they got shit stomped by the Cowboys. It's like that's the same two teams and two way different outcomes. You know what I mean?
Like what turn in that time?
Not game plan at all. they're getting too predictable.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but
it's worthy of the conversation, at least, is my opinion. But
that's so many games. That's so many weeks in a row.
yeah,
it's just weird.
Because it's not just been 3 weeks that they've lost. They haven't been looking great in the last, I would say, 4 or 5 weeks.
But they've also played really good teams.
Which that's who they got to play in the playoffs. It's like they got to be able to perform against them.
But at the same time, it's hard to beat a really good team twice. And I do think the Eagles, once they reach the playoff, I mean, they're obviously going to make the playoffs at this point.
Yeah.
They clinched. I think they clinched
They're
already.
going to be the team to
the Cowboys.
Beat. Well, obviously, the Niners are the team to beat this year. But like out of like the teams that can make it to the NFC Championship game, the Eagles are going to be the team to beat.
Yeah, it'll be tough.
They got to make it to the Saints first.
Don't sleep on Drew Lock. I'm hoping Drew Lock starts the rest of the season. I'm sure he won't, but I'd like to see him start at least.
Well, what do you guys?
Playing Zach.
What do you guys play next?
Huh?
Who do you play next?
With the way the Rams
Titans.
are playing,
We play Titans this week, and then we play. Do you play Cardinals again? I think we play Cardinals again. We play Cardinals at one point.
We play the Cardinals the last game of the year,
and then we play Steelers. So it's Titans, Steelers,
play
Cardinals
on the 30th or on New Year's.
So it is the next week.
Yeah.
Right?
Not this
no.
week. Not this week, but next week.
But next week. Oh yeah, next week is New Year's. Holy shit, boys. Wild to think about that. But no, like, yeah, I think it's Titans, Steelers, then Cardinals last game of the season. So like we should and could win out, which will help us. I don't think it's enough for us to maybe get to the playoffs because we need the Rams to start losing. It's not just us to win out to make it. We need the Rams to start losing games too.
But it depends. Actually,
they swept us in our division.
It depends on tomorrow night's game because we play the Rams tomorrow night.
Hey.
And if we win and the Bucks lose, we move up, I'm pretty sure. But we still have to play the Bucks. But I'm pretty sure we move up because of it's so open in the NFC South. So if the Rams lose, I'm pretty sure it goes either to Packers or you guys.
Yeah.
I think, and then something like that. Like it's so weird. But then it moves a lot of things. Because right now the wild card we're in the hunt. The wild card has the Rams as the last, and it depends on those two there. Even if we don't win and we get wild card, if we beat the Rams, like all that stuff, like went out, I guess.
Yeah.
Who's winning your division right now?
Bucks by half a game.
That division's so
tie in the South right now.
Yeah.
So we lost to the Bucks and we lost to the Falcons, and then the Falcons lost to the Bucks, and then something like that. But we beat the Panthers twice, and the Falcons lost to the Panthers. So it's so fucked up. Like, and then you know what's funny? The Panthers have still not been eliminated from the playoffs.
Yes, they have.
No, they haven't.
The Panthers?
Yeah, they got eliminated.
Yeah,
Nobody got eliminated.
2 teams did. I think it was.
There's a lot of teams that are now eliminated now.
Okay, maybe it was like late. Well, maybe in
the Reds got eliminated.
On the witching hour, they said that nobody got eliminated. It might have been just because of that time, like right away. It could have been later on.
They beat us.
Interesting. Well, we can get into playoffs.
So we got this week New England, New England Patriots, Jets, Titans, Panthers, Cardinals, and Commanders all eliminated in Week 15.
Okay, maybe that's what is after that.
Not the Steelers.
Hell yeah.
So therefore the Commanders are the worst in the Steelers.
I already said we were tanking a long time ago.
All right. Let's get to the next segment here, guys. Trey, I'm going to have you take it away here soon, right after we introduce this bitch.
Shout out to Dog of the Week nominee.
Dog of the Week nominee.
Dog of the Week.
Are they playing
Dog of the Week.
He's my dog of the week.
He'd definitely be a dog of the week.
It doesn't matter.
I get those goosebumps every time you come around, yeah. You ease my mind, you make everything feel fine. Worry about those comments.
dog of the motherfucking week. Go ahead, Trey.
We got 2 newcomers this week.
Hey!
So get ready for that. But first up, this is not this guy's first time. We got motherfucking Christian McCaffrey.
Hey, Christian.
He's got 115 rushing yards, a touchdown, 4 receptions, 5 receptions for 72 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Damn.
And then the first of the newcomers, we got motherfucking James Cook,
Hey.
Buffalo Bills. 179 rushing yards, a touchdown, and then 3 receptions for 42 yards and a touchdown. We're going to our neighbors to the east, in Minneapolis. We got motherfucking Jordan Addison.
Hey, rookie.
6 receptions, 111 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And I know someone's going to be happy about this next one. This team may be dead. A little more dead than my team. But definitely more dead. We got Terry McLaurin. 6 receptions, 141 yards, and a touchdown.
There you go.
Hey, that's
Why,
3.
I think
we have
why
3 majors that have made this list.
I think I know who you're going with already.
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey had an unbelievable day. Absolutely went off, took care of business, and got the job done.
Yeah, MVP of the 49ers.
I mean, technically, James Cook had a better day. Just 1 less touchdown.
Repeat his stats again. I couldn't really hear it. I was bumping to this music.
179 rushing yards. And then 42 receiving yards.
So he had like 215, 20 all-purpose yards.
Yeah.
Damn.
Then McCaffrey
That's why I'm going with James Cook because of who he played.
115 and then 72 receiving.
I think I know who I'm picking too then. I'm picking James Cook as well.
Just because of who he played. He played one of the better defenses, and they're not a run team, and they don't use their running backs very often. So,
plus he's like a young guy too.
He's the second year.
Mm-hmm. Who do you got? Down to you, Trey.
I think I'm going Jordan Addison.
Hey, okay. I respect it. He had some crazy fucking catches too in that game. He had the one where I don't know how Nick Mullins even got the ball out, but he scored a huge touch on that one too. But damn, okay. So we have a new dog of the week, newcomer here. Also first time on the list. This guy's 1 for 1 right now. Give it up for Mr. James Cook from the Buffalo Bills, guys. Week 14 or episode 14. Dog of the week, James Cook. I can't wait to have the montage at the end of this thing of all the dogs of the weeks that we get to do in a row, and then we have the dog of the year. I think we'll do at the end of the season, which will be awesome, and in the regular season because I don't want to do the playoffs. That just gets tricky, like regular season shit too. But damn, guys, congratulations, James Cook. I'll send your check in the mail here as soon as we get off. But shout out, man. Dog of the week. Like I said, for episode number 14. And that already brings us to our last segment of the day, guys, which is going to be our pick'ems, as always. Let me, as always, switch off my camera so I can do my picks. See how bad it is? Not bad. Not bad today. Not as good, but not bad. All right. Last week was a rough one, I feel like, for some of us. Dalen, who couldn't make it today, I think literally had the best out of all of us.
If I didn't pick Washington
and his picks count for his
that I am.
No.
I thought so. I thought that what it was we were doing, but maybe not. Say it again.
I have 11.
You had 11, right?
I had 11 as well, I believe. Yes. I should have had 12 like Dalen, but I picked Washington like the homer that I am.
I had 8 last week. And I think Dalen technically only had 4 wrong. So he had
He had 12.
He had 12.
He had 12 then?
He had 12. I had 11.
So technically Dalen won that week.
I'm at 105 then with me and Dalen.
I'll give it to him. I don't care. I'll give you that.
I thought that's what was said.
Yeah, I think that's what Dalen said too. I'll give it to you since we
That's
didn't
fine.
mark it
I'm
anywhere
okay
else.
with that.
So Trey, you
Just-
got 12 right. So Trey technically won last week. Trey,
No,
or
Dalen
Wyatt-
was smart and actually picked some AFC North teams, unlike you.
yeah.
So I think I should go back and change a couple of those. So maybe not 105.
I've been on a cold streak, dude, on some of these games, man. I've started off so bad or so pretty strong, but then I've gotten worse and worse and worse, I swear. But yeah, Wyatt, you're pulling ahead. You're up to 119 right now. I'm at 111. Trey's technically at 105 then, and then Spencer's at 0. Just kidding.
280.
He's at 215.
Spencer's at 1,042. So we'll see.
Yeah, good luck catching up, boys.
Well, let's go into this week, guys, really quick. Starting off tomorrow night, or technically today, I should say, for you guys watching. Saints versus Rams. I gotta go not Rams. Sorry, I gotta go Saints because I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
Sure.
I gotta go Saints because I need the Rams to lose. So give me the Saints.
And then you're gonna do what Wyatt does. So right as soon as we get done with the pod, he changes his answers. So that's what you're gonna do.
Yep.
What a scumbag!
I saw him doing it at the bar one time.
It's called being smart. Play your injuries.
It's called not being a man of your word.
Yep.
Continues.
Oh, his
And
injuries
you fail over and over. You and Sam Howell.
You saw
are
a key
just
person
shit.
injured back. Would you change your answer or would you
No,
stick with it?
They're locked in.
No, I'm locked in, bro. That's just
Once you
part.
hit
That's
save
part of the
pick, you
pick'ems.
lock.
That's part of the pick'ems. You just ride with it.
So Wyatt, how are you gonna go back in every pod and see how many I got right if I just change my answers last second?
Exactly.
But you didn't. I know you didn't. Mine's
How do you
actually
know?
mine's
know?
actually recorded on this app. We
How do
don't
you
know
know?
if you did or not. See, mine's actually valid.
My word's valid.
I know because I don't see that your work's on this piece of paper right
valid.
here. You got a piece of paper over there. I do not.
We have video recording of every pick I had, and I have not
I
changed my
have
answer.
digital
I have not.
recording of everything that I
I have
have.
not changed my answer on every video.
All
I
right,
have
can we just
digital recording
can
of
we
what
just
I
pick?
have.
Can we just pick?
Yep.
Thank you.
I got Saints.
Perfect. I got
I
Saints
got
as well.
Rams.
Spencer's got Saints, obviously. So it's 3 Saints, 1 Ram. Bengals versus Steelers. Give me the Bengals.
Give it to me. Going Steelers.
Bengals.
What I've
All right.
learned is not to trust Trey.
Yep. 3 Bengal, 1 Steeler. Bills versus Chargers. Bills are gonna smack the shit out of the Chargers. I feel like Bills are looking good right now. They're gonna be a nasty wild card, a bottom tier team or bottom seed team that's gonna just mess up some guys. This team's gonna be hard to beat. Are we all going Bills on this one?
Yeah.
Sick. Browns versus Texans. Give me the Texans. Give me the Texans on this one. I feel like
Winning their division.
Agreed.
who?
Dolphins.
Huh?
I was talking about the Bills. I was like, how are the Bills going to be a wild card team? But the Dolphins are in their division.
Mhm. Yep.
I'm going Texans.
Me too.
Go on Browns. You can't bet against Joe Flacco.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fuck the Browns.
fuck. I
Joe
forgot
Flacco's
about Joe Flacco.
undefeated in Brown Stadium, but not on the road.
Fuck the Browns.
Hey, 700 passing yards in 2 games. You said it. Let's make 1,000 right here.
It's gonna be like Spencer. It's gonna be like Spencer picking week 1 of the NFL for pick'ems. This guy ended the first week with 40 fucking points apparently somehow.
Yes, sir.
And Spencer had 40 out of 16.
I doubled it and passed it on to the next.
All right, Lions versus Vikings. Tough defense. Tough defense. I'm gonna go Lions, but it does scare me, and I feel like the Vikings could be a pretty decent team to go against with how well their defense is playing right now.
But
That'd be the only thing.
the Broncos were supposed to be a better defense than they were past weeks, right, Chase? They were supposed to be a better defense. They have gotten better, and then they played the Lions and got absolutely shit stomped.
Yeah.
Jared, go off. Wow.
Sam Laporta is just balling out too.
And your boy Gibbs.
Hell yeah.
And Amon-Ra.
And I'm
Yeah, but not David Montgomery.
good.
What?
Yeah.
Get that Off the plane.
Are we going?
Give me the
Okay.
Lions.
Are we going
Hell
Lions?
yeah.
All right. Cool.
Give me
Um,
the Vikings.
all right.
You
gotta be
would.
different.
Your nation.
Thank goodness. I know that one's a lock.
All right. Packers versus Panthers.
Hmm?
Give me the.
Jordan Addison's only projected 6 points this week.
I saw that earlier today.
No, that's a lie.
Do I pick the Panthers on this?
It's
one?
definitely 11.
I'm going go Pack go.
11 now?
Yeah, let's go Green Bay.
One.
Let's get shit figured
It
out over
was
there.
6. It was 6.
It's in Carolina.
Let's get shit figured out over there.
Dude, that would be a cheap ass game.
It's true.
Dude,
Hell yeah.
actually,
Should we
though,
Here we go.
did you guys see
Should we
the
go?
prices for tickets?
Yeah,
Why
$4.
do, why do I feel like Panthers could win this
$4.
game? Why do I feel like Panthers
I-
could win this game?
They won't.
I
They won't.
They
I
won
have the
last
same feeling,
week.
Zach.
They got their win, Zach.
It's true. That's true.
They
They're only
won't.
good for a 1 win for every month and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the Packers.
Yeah, I got
Colts
Packers.
versus Falcons. Give me the Colts.
I hope so. After
Give me
a
the-
shit show 9-7 game, that
Give me the
was.
Colts. Give me the Colts. Versus
without
the
Michael
Falcons.
Pittman.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I
give me
know.
the Colts.
Shame on you, Steelers, for taking him out.
Bro, they had some
Yeah,
practice.
Bounty
squad.
Gate. You guys fucking Bounty Gate.
Bounty Gate. Bounty Gate.
That's
guys
only
are
you,
scumbags.
buddy.
You guys are
You, buddy.
scumbags. Bounty Gate, really, dude?
That's you.
What do you guys got then?
It's the Bounty
I got
Gate
Colts.
official over there.
I'm going Falcons.
All right.
Oh, really?
That's a lock.
Yeah.
Colts are winning that one.
Give
You
me
got a
Indy.
lot of trust in Desmond Ritter.
Trey's like the you're kind of like the what Drake of the UFC betting. Whatever he bets on, they lose.
It's
Well,
more
he bet
like
on.
it's more like
Hey,
you and
whoa,
Matt.
whoa, 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 whoa. Except
Whatever.
for Super Bowls. When me and Trey agree on a Super Bowl, it's a good thing.
When have
Yeah,
you
I
and
don't
Zach
know.
ever agreed on something?
That's a
Oh,
great
we
question.
agreed on actually a couple things today, Zach.
Just today
We
only.
actually agreed on a couple things today. I think we did actually. Yeah, didn't we? I think we did.
Holy shit.
I know. Improvement. It's the holiday season. I feel it.
Mhm.
It's in the air.
Yeah.
All right. Seahawks versus Titans. Give me the Seahawks.
Give me the Titans.
It's at 10 a.m. and or no, it's not at 10 a.m. Well, technically Pacific time, but it's in Tennessee.
It's at 12.
Give me
it
Drew
says.
Lock. Or I guess it'd be Gino at that point, but give me the Hawks.
I hope it's fucking Drew Lock, man.
Drew Cock.
Sure.
What's his middle name?
Fucking
Horse.
Drew Horselock. That would be kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
That's not what Trey said.
Drew Horselock.
No, you said cock.
Horse cock.
I know, but it'd be funny because it's like a play on word to his name, actually name.
Yeah, so use the right last name.
Give me the
Cock.
Seahawks.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. Commanders versus Jets. Give me Iguodala. I really don't have anybody to pick on this one, man.
I'm taking Jets.
That's because
I
Rogers
already
is
said
making
we're
an
trying to
appearance.
lose,
Ooh, I don't think Rodgers is gonna play though.
but I'm still going to pick Washington.
Give me the Jets.
Rogers is playing.
No, he's not.
Did you hear about Rodgers making a one-handed catch in practice today?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was the D tackle, drop back into coverage. Give me that.
That's funny.
Sounds like something I would do.
No, that is not actually.
Yeah. And then there goes your ACL.
Yeah.
It was the MCL.
All right. Jaguars versus Buccaneers. Give me the Give me the Jaguars, but I don't love it because Jaguars have been struggling, man.
Give me the Bucks at home.
Also, speaking about the Jags,
Fuck
the Jags are Trevor Lawrence has the same stats as
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Like identical stats.
Yep.
It's wild to think.
No, it's not.
Was last year?
Oh, got it. It's normal to think. Makes sense.
And we are back. Fuck the holiday season, boys and girls. Fuck the holiday season.
Right out the door.
Wyatt, you love just to disagree with me.
No, I just don't like Trevor Lawrence.
You're
Like,
fucking
that's not a
screwed.
disagreement. That's just me not liking him.
Why? Because he bullied Ohio State?
I don't know about bully because we got a revenge.
All right. Next up, we have we got Cardinals versus Bears. Bears.
Give me
Bears.
the Cardinals.
Give me the Bears as
Give me
well.
the Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
I want
All right.
is it in Soldier Field?
It's
Yes,
in
sir.
Soldier. Soldier boy.
The Bears.
Won't change my answer. I'm a man of my word.
There you go. Cowboys versus Dolphins. This is gonna be a
Win.
tough one. I think Cowboys get the win, but this could be a shootout. You never know. This could be a shootout. Depends if Tyreek plays. If Tyreek doesn't play,
Fins
then I
in a
think it's kind of a
blowout.
lock. Fins in a blowout?
The fuck? This guy doesn't know ball.
No.
I'm
That's
taking
why-
the Fins because I want to, not because it's gonna be a blowout.
You wouldn't have been close even if you made the last two weeks.
Wyatt goes, I got the Dolphins by 40. What? What? No shot. All right, Wyatt knows something. Wyatt's up to something.
He's got the script.
Patriots.
I do got the script, bro.
Patriots versus
Patriots are-
Broncos. Give
They're
me the
sneaky
Broncos.
guys.
Give
Let
me
me
the
tell you, the
Broncos.
Patriots are a sneaky team. They like to beat good teams.
I heard Aaron
Give me the
Hernandez.
Broncos at home.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
You say Aaron Hernandez is playing?
He's back off of IR.
Jesus,
Is it from the
dude.
grave?
Stop. All right, Raiders versus Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs.
I don't know.
That's another one that could.
I heard AB's coming back to the fucking Raiders too.
And John Gruden's coaching again.
Oh,
and Carl Nassib came
it's
back.
over.
Henry Ruggs too.
It's over now.
Oh my god. All right. Who do you guys got?
They're terrible.
Yeah, give me the Chiefs.
Give me Chandler Jones.
That's just so you got to say Chiefs. Giants versus Eagles. Eagles got to get on track with this game. If they lose this game, I'm actually worried about them, man. All right, and then lastly, game of the fucking year.
Give
We
me
have
Debo.
number 1 seed AFC versus number 1 seed NFC. Ravens versus
I heard
49ers.
Ravens are
Just because I
Ravens
want
are
it,
balls.
just because I want it to happen, give me the Ravens. Just because I want it to happen, it's not going to be a lot. I'm going to only guess 38.
I heard the
38.
Ravens are in need of a running back, and I heard they called up Ray Rice.
This is true. This is true.
Got it.
Ray Lewis too.
He's a fucking murderer.
All right. Well, all right.
Hell yeah.
And that's the show, guys.
2 cards.
And that's the show. Lock it
Give me
in.
the
I got
Niners.
him at 38. You got Niners?
35.
I'll get us back on track.
All right. All right. Well, hey, I think that's the episode, guys, right?
I
Good?
believe so.
Feel good about it? Well,
Yes, sir.
appreciate you guys all for watching as always. Chase, thanks for just kind of hanging out, sitting in, being our live action or a live reaction audience there. But yeah, we'll get this up for you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments below. We
Best
talked about
backup.
this. Yeah, who's the best backup quarterback this season?
Jesus.
Because it's definitely the season of the backups. It's the season of the backups. Through and through. Let us know who your favorite backup and the best backup is of this season. That's all I got for you guys this week. We'll see you guys in the next one. And